You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Neri here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you another Let's Play episode of The Echo. So, the last place we left off, we were searching our hotel room with Leo and Kudzu to see if any of our friends were there. And as you can probably guess, they were not. So, let's just... I want to know what's going on. It's way past time. Come on. Where's I want to see I want the big mystery to be unveiled. I want Scooby-Doo and the gang to unmask this villain. But anyway, guys, let's see what today holds for us, shall we? Maybe hopefully Chase will not get hit by another car. But all right. Janice's murder, getting near raped by Brian, trying to kill Brian. I feel like there's a numbness in my chest that's dampening my emotions right now, and everything feels like it's far away from me. I wonder if that's some kind of psychological response to what's happening, and if I'll be all fucked up after this is over. Oh yeah, you will be. Probably. But I kind of welcome the numbness right now. It at least helps me deal with what's happening a little easier. Jenna would probably be able to tell me what's happening right now, if she were here. Of course, that makes me wonder where she and the others are. It makes me want to get out there and find them. Because as much as I want to get the hell out of this place, I feel kind of responsible for them. I did drag all of them here after all. I'm gonna get you out of here, I promise. Leo breathes into my ear and squeezes me a little tighter. I have to hold back a wince as a twinge goes through my back. I have a feeling that I'm going to be very sore tomorrow. I suddenly lift my head to look back at Kudzu. What time is it? Kudzu takes his phone back out of his pocket to check. 3:45. I stare at him. Are you serious? That means it's only been a little more than an hour since we left Kudzu's place. I was hoping that daylight would be a bit closer than that. Kudzu slumps down in the chair at the table. It's what my phone says. I continue to rest my head against Leo's chest, listening to him breathe. I glance up at him and see that his eyes are closed as he continues to stroke the back of my head. I'm about to tell him that we should get moving again when I think I hear something. It's a soft snuffling sound, like someone's covering up their sniffing. I lay there against Leo, not moving as I continue to listen. A full 10 seconds go by before it happens again, and this time, I think it's coming from below us. Under the bed. I look up at Leo again, wondering how to tell him I heard something without saying it out loud. Honestly, with his massive wolf ears, he should have heard it. He should have heard it before I did. I reach up and poke at his chin. Leo shakes his head a bit around the poking, but otherwise doesn't open his eyes. I frown and reach up further, touching his cheek. He leans into it. Leo. I barely whisper at him. Finally, he does open his eyes, and I point at my ears, mouthing, "Listen." I see his ears comically perk up, his eyes looking at the ceiling. I motion down at the bed. I can see Kudzu to the side from his chair, eyeing us curiously, but not saying anything otherwise, thankfully. This time the snuffling sound is quite a bit louder, and I feel Leo's fur rise up on his arms. That was definitely a person, or something living and breathing, at least, and it definitely came from under the bed. Leo slowly and gently pushes me off his lap, motioning me away. Slowly, he leans over and grabs up the gun. Then he stands, backing up away from the bed, then crouching slowly with the gun pointed as he looks under the bed. I see Leo pause, staring, then he reaches out and grabs whatever it is and yanks hard. Ah! The scream is loud and piercing. Whatever it was sounded like a terrified child. It thrashes and kicks at Leo, and it's when it's clawing frantically at the carpet to get back under the bed that I realize who it is. TJ? I shout his name, confused and terrified myself. What the hell? Calm down! Leo's got both his hands on TJ's ankles, trying to keep him still while at the same time not getting gouged by the toe claws. I move closer, though not close enough to get clawed by the lynx, and try to crouch in his line of sight. TJ! TJ, it's us! You're okay! The look in his eyes is wild and desperate and feral. I reach out for his wrist and he immediately slashes at me with his other hand. Chase, stay back! I fall back on my butt and scoot away a little, wide-eyed. I've never seen TJ like this. Of course I haven't. I can't imagine what could have made him like this. I scramble up and stand next to Kudzu, who's just as wide-eyed as me. Despite that, he sidesteps a little in front of me, as if to shield me from the insane TJ. Leo finally drops the cat's legs, and before TJ can scramble back under the bed, Leo jumps on his back. I wince as I'm sure I can hear TJ deflate like a tire from Leo's weight. The wolf snatches up TJ's arms, pinning them against his back, as he leans over the lynx, shouting into his ear. TJ, stop! Stop fighting! It's me! Leo! Leo! TJ continues to writhe, making weird yowling noises that I've never heard him make before. TJ, it's me! It's your friends! We're here to help you, man! Leo's voice is quieter now, more soothing as he tries to calm the crazed lynx. It seems to be working so far as TJ's violent thrashing lessens, his yowling fading out to more feeble whining sounds. See? I'm here now. You're gonna be fine. Finally, TJ's head falls to the carpet, everything going limp. Oh god, poor guy. TJ sits on the bed, cross-legged, as he rests his back against the headboard. I gave him a blanket when I saw him shivering, and he's got that draped over his shoulders, holding it tightly around himself. It hasn't stopped the shivering, though. I seem to be the only one he doesn't flinch at when we get close, so I sit next to him on the bed. Awkwardly, I put my arm around him, but he seems to take comfort in that and leans against me. The smell of sweat and piss is strong, but I don't say anything. Leo, meanwhile, sits at the end of the other bed, gently trying to get TJ to tell us what the hell happened. Was someone chasing you? Is someone here? TJ shivers against me, and I pat his shoulder. He looks at me then, and I see his fur is completely matted to his face, like he's been crying non-stop. I notice bits of dead leaves on his head, too, along with some dirt. What the hell had he been doing? Leo continues to prod gently at the lynx with his questions. If you can tell us, then we might be able to stop it, or at least watch out for it before we leave. TJ looks at Leo, then opens his mouth, making a squeaking noise. He swallows loudly, then tries again. Do we have any water? It sounds like he has an extremely sore throat. I look over to the sink, but Kudzu jumps off the chair he's sitting on and makes his way to it. He grabs up one of the small plastic cups before running the faucet. TJ watches until the raccoon brings the cup back over. TJ drops the blanket around his shoulders and reaches out eagerly for the cup. We all watch intently as he loudly swallows giant gulps of water before lowering it from his lips and gasping for air. Leo smiles encouragingly. Careful, don't drown yourself. TJ stares, then shivers again, much more violently. I grip him more tightly. Are you cold? I grab up the blanket and try to tuck it around his shoulders better. Kinda, not really, I feel cold, but... TJ rubs at his chest. He's still trembling, and I realize he might be in shock. I don't know what to do for that. In every TV show I've seen, the person is just given a shiny blanket while they sit on the side of the road. So I just continue to rub his shoulder in circular motions. It's a thermal blanket, I believe, trying to be soothing. I wish Jenna were here. She'd know what to do. He leans against me again, though, so I feel like I'm doing the right thing. He holds out the cup to Kudzu again. Could I get some more, please? Sure. Kudzu takes the cup delicately from TJ, like the lynx might break. When Kudzu moves off to the sink again, TJ leans in toward me, whispering, That guy played soccer with us, right? Yeah, he did. Right. TJ goes back to leaning against me and staring at the wall. While this isn't good, he seems to be getting better. He can recognize us again and remember stuff at least. Leo adjusts himself on the bed, clearing his throat again. Tej, if you can't remember, that's okay, but I just want to make sure no one's, coming after you. TJ blinks, then shakes his head. No, I don't think so. Leo waits, but TJ doesn't say anything more. No one. You were hiding, so... Leo clearly doesn't want to upset the lynx, but it makes sense why he wants to know. If there's someone lurking out there hunting TJ down, we could be in a lot of danger right now. We have to wait, though, as Kudzu comes back with the cup. TJ takes a few more big gulps before looking back up at Leo. I thought I saw something. I keep seeing things. I think I need to go home. I stare hard at TJ, studying him. I don't know why, but I guess I thought we'd all be exempt from his hysteria. I knew we were all normal, at least to an extent. This whole crazy chaos seemed too foreign, too different for it to affect my friends. People I know that are grounded, normal people. That's exactly what TJ was. And now, Leo stands up and steps closer, sitting down slowly next to TJ on the opposite side of the bed. We're gonna go home, Tej. We just have to go and walk to my car first. Leo reaches out and sets a hand on TJ's leg, and I'm glad to see that he doesn't flinch at all. He's really calming down. Okay. TJ suddenly opens up the blanket around himself, staring down at his clothes. I see his nose twitching, then the skin inside his ears flushes. Can I take a shower? Leo pauses, clearly not having expected that. Well, we really need to get going. Don't you want to get home and take a shower there? TJ has put the blanket back over himself, trying to hide his pants. I'd just like to feel clean again. I feel like it might be a good thing for him to clean off, maybe have some alone time. I give Leo a meaningful look as I lower my voice gently for TJ. Sure, man, we'll wait. TJ slowly pushes himself off the bed to stand on unsteady legs. Both of his hands not so subtly shield his crotch as he walks to the dresser. Okay, just don't leave, okay? We won't. Leo's still using his talking to a toddler voice. The wolf gives me a frustrated look, but I ignore it. And I'm gonna leave the door open, so if something happens, just yell. It's fine, and nothing's gonna happen, okay? Yeah. Yeah, okay. TJ pulls out some pants from the dresser before making his way to the bathroom. He keeps glancing back at us, like we're going to disappear if he looks away too long. I try to give him a cheerful smile until he finally disappears into the bathroom. We sit around in a sort of circle in the motel room, Leo and I on the beds, Kudzu in the chair. We keep our voices low as we discuss what's going on, not wanting TJ to hear. This doesn't make sense. TJ's one of the most rational people I know. How's this affecting him? We don't know what's causing it, though. I don't know. I thought it was drugs or something. They all just took the same drug? I don't know. Or maybe they're all crazy because of drugs and something set it off. Well, TJ is religious. So? So if he believes in that, then maybe it could go further than that. I shake my head. No, that doesn't make sense. People in cults do it all the time. But he's not in a cult. It's all kind of the same thing if you think about it. Your whole family is super religious, Leo. Yeah, so I have first-hand experience with all of it. Heh. Leo chuckles despite the situation. It makes me wonder if this is something more than what's in everyone's head, if even TJ's having it happen. Kudzu taps his chin from the chair he's sitting in. What was it Duke was saying about his grandpa? Something about a curse? Leo waves his hand like he's swatting away a fly. Buchik, speaking of shit that doesn't make sense. Kudzu shrugs. I'm starting to wonder. I fold my arms and look toward the bathroom where steam is wafting from TJ's shower. Well, stop wondering. I don't want you ending up like them. I frown and glance back up at the bathroom before lowering my head. Like TJ? Leo sighs. No. One of those fuckers probably freaked him out or something. He did say he was seeing things. Leo suddenly stands up from his sitting position on the bed. You know what? We should just stop talking about this. We're leaving once he's done anyway. As if on cue, the water shuts off and the automatic dryer starts up. Right after that, TJ's meek voice pipes up from inside the bathroom. You guys still there? I call back gently, cheerfully. We're here, TJ. Leo sighs and moves to the window to look outside, pulling back the curtain just a bit. You think the others are out there right now? Your friends? Yeah, Jenna, Carl, Flynn. I don't know why I hesitated with Flynn's name. Leo silently stares out the window a while longer, the yellow light of the street light falling across his face momentarily. He lets it drop back into place. With any luck, they got the hell out of here when this started. Like I said, if they did, then they would have brought someone back. Really, if anyone got out, then they would have. Leo doesn't say anything, electing to lift the gun that he's had clutched in his hand this entire time to examine it. Does that mean no one's gotten out of here? There's a momentary silence. Hello? We're still here, TJ. Kudzu shifts in the chair. Well, a lot of us here have relations outside the town, family and work in Peyton. In fact, Kazu checks his phone again. I'm supposed to be into work in like 5 hours. Someone's gonna notice. Maybe we should wait until morning. Someone has got to be looking for someone here by then. Leo thrusts the gun back into his waistband resolutely. Nope, relying on other people has gotten us nowhere. We gotta help ourselves. You might have a point, Leo. Your friend looks in pretty bad shape, like, mentally. Then I'll carry his ass to the van. I'm leaving, and I'm not leaving any of you Leo stops, and I follow his gaze to the bathroom where TJ stepped out, his fur a little damp and spiky from the shower, in his fresh change of clothes. He stands there awkwardly a moment, rubbing his arm as we all stare at him. Hey, how are you feeling? I'm fine. Things are more clear now. Leo smiles gently. Ah! There you go, Alarm Chan. Alarm Chan, helping to deepen the mystery by interrupting at key points. Ah, gotta love her. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been a new episode of Echo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Getting closer to 1,000. Bye-bye!